Hi, everyone. Do you have your emergency backpack ready, your bug out bag? Are you ready to go? Have everything in it you need? We're going to take a look into my bag and see what's there. And hopefully, you are caught up with me. If not, we're going to give you a chance to catch up. Stick with me. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. We are on week 21 of our 52-week emergency preparedness challenge, and I hope that you are following along. Thank you for all that you are sticking with me every week. Thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share. We've got a lot that we're going to learn through a good many more weeks, 30-some weeks left to go. But thank you for watching. Okay, so we're going to get into everything that's in my backpack, but we're going to go through our other categories first, real quick. So in our food, it says that we need to get a case of our favorite vegetables. I'm going to say mine are green beans. So you have to think: do you want to get something that's short-term stable, or go for something that gives you long-term storage? If you want to build up a long-term storage, you want to go for something that has a 25-year shelf life so that you don't have to worry about it. The other thing, it said 6 jars of unsweetened applesauce. Now, I don't go through a lot of applesauce in my house. My children are gone, and most of my grandchildren aren't here during eating times much. So, but I do use applesauce sometimes for cooking. So, if you have kids, then yes, go get you 6 jars of your applesauce, whatever they like to eat. But I use Thrive applesauce because it has a 25-year shelf life, and I can open it up and make just a cup of it at a time, and I'm not wasting anything. And so if I want to put it in a cake to make my cake moister, I just mix it up and put it in my cake, and it works just great. Okay, under our household items, it says to get 2 bottles of a high SPF sunscreen. Um, High for me is 15, but they're not saying that's not good anymore. I always try to have 50 on hand for the grandbabies, um, and keep 50 sport because it doesn't run off with your sweat. So if you're outside watching ball games and stuff like this, I like the little one I keep in my car. So I've also added to my book bag, my backpack. This isn't recommended, but I recommend it. I found some SPF 50 little towelettes, and along with that, I have a lip balm. Twice now at the beach, 2 different years, I had gotten too much sun on my lips, and my lips swelled up. You thought I was allergic to shellfish or something, but my lips swelled up because the sun had gotten too much sun on my lips. So I try very conscientiously to keep sunscreen on my lips during the summer, and especially at the beach when you're in direct sun quite a bit. So we're going to skip the 72-hour kit for now because we're going to look at that in just a minute. But our emergency money, we are up to $21 this week. We're building great, and I'm so proud of all of you that are sticking to that and making that sacrifice, because it's becoming a little bit of a sacrifice to keep adding that every week. Under our family prep, we are all going to put our backpacks on, and we're going to walk for 4 blocks in our neighborhood. That might be a challenge, but it's something to work on. Let your kids get used to packing their packs. I have to get used to packing my pack. I will tell you that my pack completely full, it's almost completely full. I could add a few more things, weighs 22 pounds. Now, when my husband was a scoutmaster and the boys would have to hike in to their campsite carrying everything with them that they have to camp, you're not supposed to haul in more than a quarter of your weight. A quarter. So if you've got an 80-pound child, please make sure their backpacks are not heavier than 20 pounds. Same things with adults. Do the math and figure out how the maximum, you don't want to go over the maximum weight, because we don't want anybody getting hurt and have back problems for the rest of your life. So we're going to take a walk, 4-block walk with our emergency backpacks on, and we're going to add 2 more meal things to our bag of food. So we should have now about 8 of something immediately prepared that you can grab into, whether it's the tuna and crackers, or chicken salad and crackers, or the I have Vienna sausages, just something in there that can be your meal. Make sure you've got your crackers and your granola bars that we've been collecting over the week. So we about got our 72 hours worth of food in there to help us there. And then for our water, we're back to another $10 a week in our water and 2 more um, gallons of water per person. Um, I've looked several different places this week, and about the cheapest I can find, those nice blue water 55-gallon drums is about $130. So we're getting close to what we've got saved up to buy us a water barrel. And I'm looking forward to that. And when we get to that point, I'm going to show you how to fill it up and properly have the right amount of chlorine in it to keep it safe to drink. So now I've got everything from my backpack opened on my table, and let's go take a look. Okay, here is my backpack and all of the stuff that we should have in our backpack up to this point. I'm just going to generalize most of it. All right, we're going to start with a pretty good backpack. We need a good backpack. Then it said we need a blanket, we need a flashlight, change of clothes. This bag, I've got all the food that we've been asked to get, our different meals, our snacks are all in that bag. I have my personal toiletries over here, my first aid kit, got my map, our whistle. Here's another whistle with a compass, emergency blankets, personal toilet wipes. I added in one of the red washcloths from the episode we were talking about how we need a red one for emergencies. My trash bags, my cash money, my utility tool, and the starter, my little fire starter. Mask, I have both the N95 and regular face masks. I've got activities over here to keep me busy. Here I've got my water bottle and extra filters for my water bottle. Did I say this is my first aid kit? That is everything we're supposed to have in there up to this point. Now, here are a few things that I have added to my bag from last year that we are probably going to get to later in this year, but just to give you a heads up, um, I've got a rain parka, toilet paper, work gloves, personal eating utensils, my compact radio that picks up just local stations, extra glasses. This is sunscreen that I like them in the little towelettes so that I can put them on whenever I need them. Glow sticks, which will mainly go into your children's bags. This sewing kit, hand warmers wouldn't hurt to have in there too, because you just never know what time of year you're going to have to evacuate. Scissors, I've got an eyeglass repair kit, and I've got a pillbox full of quarters just for vending machine purposes. And the last thing I have on here is a USB jump drive with important things off my computer, pictures and important documents and stuff like that that's needed to have. These are just suggestions at the point, but this is things that I've added to my 72-hour survival backpack or my bug out bag. So that's it for today. I know it was a little long, but look at all the stuff we have in our backpacks. And I'm ready to go take my walk around the neighborhood and see how it goes. Hopefully, I can do the whole walk the whole time because it's only 22 pounds. But if I do get tired, mine has wheels and a handle that I can roll it. But I'm going to try real hard to get my 4 weeks in. You do it and tell me how well you've done on that challenge. Who can go the whole 4 blocks carrying their backpack? And let me know how you do. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, share with your friends. This is Vicki with the 411. See you next week. Bye.